And we are live. Hello, everyone. This is going to be a response video slash a little bit of a hangout. I'm your host, Atheist Ranger. Nice to meet you. And multiple personalities gone. Um, well, I have with me now just David Fulton and Matt Gilmore. How's it going, guys?
Pretty good.
How's it going?
No, it's going good. It's a going.
Can everybody hear me
now?
okay?
Where'd MP
Hi.
go?
I'm doing fine, Matt.
Can everybody hear me okay?
Oh, you're coming in fine.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah. So, David, I don't think I've ever asked you your opinion of G-Man, but at least on a live hangout.
My opinion of G-Man.
Yes.
I think he's a hypocrite. I think he's incapable of learning. I think he's a liar, and he maligns people he doesn't even really know in real life. So it's a pretty bad opinion, and I've never even actually talked to the guy, even in a hangout. So that's just from external observation.
Lucky you. I think a long time ago, of course, I didn't talk in the hangout. It was someone else's. But I wasn't in hangout with G-Man. Of course, I was quiet most of the time. But yeah, that was quite the adventure. Matt, well, before we go on with the video, what's your opinion of G-Man?
Oh, he's a funny one, isn't he?
I know. And he's very tribal too. I don't know if you noticed that. Like any
Christian. Yeah, I know. I watched a little bit of that video. I had some other things I had to do last night, but I watched first few minutes of that video that you put the link on, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me! Seriously? This guy.
I only got like 3 minutes in, and I'm like, nope. I'm a new dealer. I'm out.
Yeah, he's something else. I mean, he thinks that atheists are out to get the Christians. No, we're not out to get the Christians. It's just that we just don't have the beliefs that they do.
I mean, we may call out your ideas, but that's about it. We're not going to strip away your right.
Well, but that's different, though. I mean, everybody has the right to call out other people's ideas or whatever. But we're not out to get people. We're not out to make them quit.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Well,
I've been watching a few of them, his interactions with Scholar Fiction, because Scholar Fiction seems to come back out of nowhere. I know he was gone for a while, and it's been like a train wreck with G-Man and Skylar.
Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna say this in a live hangout. I would love to get Scholar Fiction. Like, I don't want to say interview him because we all know what he's about, but kind of have a one-on-one conversation with him with certain things as soon as they come to my mind. But yeah, I would love to get Scholar Fiction in here. But
who's he?
Available.
Who's this Skylar guy?
He's a agnostic YouTuber. He described himself as agnostic.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, let's get to this travesty. By the way, this video is 44 minutes long, and I doubt we're going to get through even most of it. Fucking goddamn thing. Sorry, that was my phone. Ignore it.
And welcome to another edition of Preaching to the Choir Ministries. And today I want to talk about the goals, one of the goals of the atheists here on the internet. They got a lot of them, but they got one main goal as far as you Christians go out there. I know us Christians, we have the goal of going out there and preaching the gospel to people. We want to go out there and share our faith, and we want to go out there and see life.
But instead, I'm going to make a 44-minute video while I'm at work.
Lives get changed. We want people to experience the forgiveness that we've experienced and the love that we experience from God. We want other people to know what that's like. And because we believe that there's going to be an eternal punishment and an eternal reward, because we're commissioned to do so, we take time out of our schedules to warn people about the impending judgment that's coming upon this world. Now, some people want to believe, that's fine. Some people don't want to believe, that's too bad. But the point of the matter is we're commissioned to go into all the world and to preach the gospel. Now, we do that because we care about people. We're not doing this for money or anything like that. We're doing this because we care about people.
Wait.
Yeah.
Stop. Wait. You're not doing it for money? I mean, I know Gman's not, but people aren't doing it for money.
Yeah,
Have you not met Joel Osteen?
I was just going to say that name. I was just going to bring that fool up. Mr. Mega Church in Texas that wouldn't open his doors after a hurricane.
Yeah, I heard about that. I was like, what the hell?
And then there's the fact that you're being disingenuous by trying to tell atheists what their position is. Like as if we're all some kind of big giant group and have the same position on everything.
And we don't. I think it was Aaron Wall that said it best. That I think atheists are like stray cats. No two one is the same.
Right back.
He's got to go sell his blue barrels.
Yeah, this is not professional video making, by the way. He's gone for like 2 minutes. This is why you don't make videos at work, Gary.
All right, guys, I want to apologize about that, but I am at work. Again, yeah, the reason why Christians do what it is that we do is because we love and we care about people. But we want to see people come to the truth. And we usually do this with good intentions. We don't do this because we want to force people to do anything, even though some people will twist history to try to make it sound like that we are trying to like we're trying to force it on people and whatnot, but we're really not.
Says the man who once the Bible taught us fact in public schools.
Wait a second. You're trying to tell me that there wasn't this thing called the Crusades? Right. Okay. Did I say anything else about forcing people to your religion? Got it.
But I mean, more recent history. You really going to sit there and say that for the for most of American history, the Bible was taught as fact in public schools when it wasn't supposed to be? And by the way, Christians, I would say maybe half the Christian community in this country still want that. But yeah, you're not forcing it on anyone. Okay.
We want to give you a choice. This is what we believe. We want to share this with you. And if you believe it, praise the Lord. And if you don't, well, we're going to pray for you. So, but no one's trying to force you to believe what it is that we believe. No one's going to laugh at you and sneer at you if you choose not to become a believer. With that being said, why are atheists here on the internet? Well, I believe it's for political reasons, and they use YouTube as a way to express themselves, because they know they can't act like this and do this kind of thing out in society. Because if they do, not everybody's a Christian. I'll put it to you that way.
Okay, so now you're at least hoping that we get our asses kicked by some people.
What the hell is this guy talking about, man?
He's like, some people aren't Christians. Okay, so what the hell?
Yeah, okay, not everybody's a Christian. I'm not. You're not.
Well, no, man, I think he's trying to say that if we were to make fun of people's beliefs, which we're not even making fun of them, we're just calling them out. But if we did that in public, I think he's trying to insinuate that we would get, knocked the fuck out, which good luck with that.
Yeah.
Now, not everybody's got the patience that we got.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hold on a second. Oh, what did he say?
You have patience? You have patience?
Fucking really? Real. Oops, sorry, I shouldn't swear. Sorry. Get real.
What? No, my channel's not monetized. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
but,
okay.
You're probably the most impatient YouTuber I've seen, and that's not even saying a Christian YouTuber. You're just the most impatient YouTuber I've seen ever. You're gonna sit there and say that you have patience?
Then you have the audacity to sit there and criticize people for using YouTube to express themselves. Isn't that kind of the point of YouTube?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The whole point of the platform is YouTube. It's about you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, okay. So we use it to express ourselves, and we have a problem with you forcing your beliefs on everybody else. That's the only thing I have a problem with, is when You have your nose in my business. That's it. That's the only thing I have a problem with. You can believe whatever you want, but when you start putting it in my bedroom, yeah, that's where I got a problem.
Yeah.
So when you have atheists and Christians and Muslims and New Agers, Satanists and Hindus and various different beliefs here on the internet, because we know atheists are only after Christians, they don't really care about those other religions.
That's a lie.
I really do care about Muslims. I really do care about Muslims. I really feel for the violence those people endure at the hands of their leaders and just the insanity that's breeding because of that. I mean, all three Abrahamic religions kind of been fighting over the same strip of land for 5,000 years. It's getting a little ridiculous.
Well, I mean, and more to the point, I don't know how much he claims he does research on atheist YouTubers. Apparently, he doesn't, because there are. I mean, obviously, I don't know the specific number, but there are plenty of atheist YouTubers that just go that mostly criticize that most of their content is against Islam. Okay,
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise, most of them are European atheists, not American atheists.
They got a couple of goals involving us, but their number one goal is to get you to quit. And they want you to quit in two ways. The first thing they want you to do, as far as quitting, is they want you to lose your faith.
Wrong.
They don't want you believing that God exists no more. They don't want you following Jesus. They don't want you following his teachings anymore. They don't want you praising. They don't want you praising him, worshiping him. They don't want you to do any of those things.
Wrong, 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 wrong. As long as you guys know your place, okay, maybe that's a poor choice of words, but as long as you realize that your religion doesn't belong in other people's lives and in our government, then you're not gonna have a problem with me. Matt, David, your thoughts?
No, that's kind of where I'm at with it. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't care what you believe. You can pretend, make believe all you want. I don't care. Like, it doesn't affect me until it affects me, and then when it starts affecting me, when I can't walk down the street without somebody shoving a watchtower in my hand or something like that, then yeah, I got problems with that.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't mind. If you want to preach your religion, that's fine. Just don't preach it to me. I don't want to be bothered by it. That's all.
Yeah, so right out of the gate, he's just lying. I mean, just because we're calling out your crappy religious ideas doesn't mean that we want you to quit. As long as you know that your religion is to be kept to yourself and in the privacy of your own home, that's pretty much it.
They want you to quit. That is their grand goal. That is the big goal that they have. They do not want you to believe. They want to deconvert you.
Okay, and you want to convert us, so even if what he's saying was true, it's not. But even if what he was saying was true, what he's doing is not any different.
Yeah, and Paul the skeptic in the outside chat is actually saying it quite succinctly. It's about religious privilege. Okay, there's this freedom of religion, and especially in the United States, where it's actually spelled out. But in general, there's this freedom of religion concept. But that doesn't mean it supersedes everybody else's rights and all the other rights that are part of the Bill of Rights. And there's other doctrines and there's other documents that spell out rights that are part of people's rights that are not only part of the Constitution but the United Nations and things like that. So it's there's a lot of other rights besides that freedom of religion that people tend to forget, and people tend to think that right to freedom of religion is above everything else, and that's just it's not the case. It really isn't.
No,
Exactly.
It's not the case. But they apparently, with the way things are going now, they want it to be that way. With this First Amendment Defense Act thing.
Well, why do you need to defend something that's already in law. I don't understand that.
Well, I don't understand it either, but it's the. Do you know anything about this? The First Amendment Defense Act?
Not really.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much what I think it would allow. Obviously, the whole bakers, Christian bakers denying service to gay people, pretty much.
Well, not only there's more to it. It's
But I
not
mean,
just that.
I'm just
There's
giving an example to let them know what it's
right. It means that people who, based on their religious beliefs, can discriminate against,
can break civil law.
Right.
Right, and it's a big giant slippery slope, is what it is, from what I understand.
Yeah,
it's like okay, they could use it against homosexuality, but it's that slippery slope. Okay, once you can do it against one group of people, you can use any little detail about anybody else. You can use skin color, hair color, eye color, teeth alignment, any detail you want about a person. Oh, I don't like that. It's against my religion. I don't have to serve you. Boom.
Exactly.
Yeah, and by the way, make no mistake, there is racism in the Bible, and I'm pretty sure if Gman went down south, he's not gonna like it very much if those Southern Christians use the Bible to kick him out of his store for being black.
Oh yeah, yeah. I live
definitely.
in Florida. There's plenty of racism here.
Well, I mean, luckily I live in the very right now cold state of Vermont, and luckily Vermont is the most non-religious state in the country. Hello, Midnight.
Hey, Midnight.
Hello. I thought I for some reason I thought you were watching G-Man's stream right now, so it was like you were having a live stream of a live.
No, I don't do that kind of crap. I'm just responding to one of his videos.
Oh, because I was just watching the one he's having right now, and guess who's on there? DD. DD is actually on the live stream right now.
Not Darwin's deity. God damn it.
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
He's another one.
Yes, I had him on my channel one time, and oh my god, it was a fucking nightmare.
The only thing that could be worse than that is if you had him, DD, and Jungle Jargon all in the same hangout.
Oh my god. Jungle Jargon's a piece of work. I watched some of the old videos. He's there. I heard he had actually no, never mind. I can't get it on air, but yeah. He's no. I just figured I'd come in. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go. You have fun responding to Mr. G-Man over here.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was pleasant. Anyway, back to this.
And we've already been through multiple times in other videos on how they go about doing this. Okay, you can look at my past videos if you want to see how atheists go about deconverting people. And then again, a lot of you people out there already know their tactics and what they try to do to try to deconvert you and get you to lose your faith. The second way these people want you to quit is they want you to delete your YouTube account and get off of YouTube, which is going to really be the focus of this particular video here today. Because
why do you insist on lying, Gary?
Yeah, nobody cares if you delete your little account there, buddy.
Well, I mean, technically he has 9,000, but most of the time, I don't want anyone deleting their channel. Okay, anyone. Okay, I'm pretty sure even I'm pretty sure even TJ the Amazing Atheist don't want anyone deleting their channel over difference of ideas.
No, but the fact that you have 60 downvotes, including Atheist Ranger, and 16 upvotes is quite telling there, G-Man.
And by the way, the only reason that most of his even he has admitted this, that most of the people subscribe to him are atheists looking for a good laugh. Okay, I mean, I've even talked to other Christians here on Google Plus that don't consider him a real Christian. Not only that, but consider G-Man an embarrassment to their religion. Because I know I would if I was a Christian.
Yeah, most of the Christians that I consider not part of his little
circle
pretty much like hide their face when it comes to them.
I know. I think I think Matt Bell wants nothing to do with him. I don't even think Christian anarchists even like G-Man.
No.
I want people to understand what you're going to be noticing on maybe a little bit on my YouTube channel, and what's going to be going on in some of these other YouTube channels toward the end of the year. Because, okay, I'll put it to you this way. If you remember yesterday when I was talking, even yesterday, and I think even when I was on vacation and I made that one video, I was talking about.
Yeah.
Is he actually going to talk about Red's Dumbfuck of the Year award here?
I have no idea. Possibly.
It wouldn't surprise me if that's what he's actually going to talk about next week's Dumbfuck of the Year award is when Reds they're going to present the nominees, I think.
Oh, by the way, just we got a comment from the outside chat. I have it on my phone here. We got from Nim. I believe he's one of my subscribers. He said Gman is an embarrassment to humanity. Yes, Nim. I completely agree with that.
How atheists have all this cognitive dissonance. They'll say one thing with their mouth and they'll do another thing and whatnot. I don't know how to put this. You know what? Let me just completely change it altogether. Because I don't want to go that way, because if I do, it's going to take too much time, and I don't know how long my battery's going to last because it's already on low. So I'll put it to you this way. The atheists here on YouTube want you to quit YouTube and stay on YouTube at the same time. I don't know how that works, but that's what they want you to do. You see, the way atheists make their money on the internet is by talking bad about Christians. If we're not on the internet, they're not going to make a whole lot of money. If you don't believe...
No. Once again, no. There are atheists on here who make tons of money. I think the most popular atheist is PewDiePie, and I think his channel is a gaming channel, if I'm not mistaken. So, again, don't know what the hell you're talking about. And there are most atheist channels, at least in my experience, aren't even monetized.
I don't know what the hell this guy's thinking.
I mean, granted, you know, anyone who's subbed to my channel knows that I started a Patreon, but I'm kind of still playing with that.
Believe me, check out an atheist channel that's not talking about Christianity a lot, and all they're doing.
Okay, no problem. You know what? I think it was an old friend of mine called his name is Reese from the Nightmare Fuel podcast. I think most of, not most, but he has a pretty even amount of going after both Christianity and Islam. So there you go.
Doing is talking about like science all the time. You're not going to get subscribers that way. Even Aaron Raw, in his rants and the videos that he makes when he's reading his script, has to bring up a snide remark about Christians and about Jesus and about things like that and whatnot. He can never keep it just about science.
That is a load of crap. I've seen Aaron Raw's videos on science, and he usually, well, first of all, he's usually responding to someone, but even if he doesn't, he usually stays on the topic. So once again, this is what, line number 5 in this video? And we're not even 10 minutes in.
Well, not to mention, most of his videos are targeted. Like, he's got the foundational falsehoods of creationism. Obviously, those are going to be about Christianity and religion. And then he's got the ones about evolution, which have literally nothing to do with it. So if you listen to those separately, you're going to hear different things. So there you go. I mean, he's on point too. I mean, obviously he was running for Senate. What have you done lately?
Besides apparently make videos at work. That still amazes me. Like, I mean, honestly, my boss gets on my case if I even use my phone at work to text someone. Yeah, this guy's making like hour-long videos at work. He must have an amazing boss.
He won't make the money. He won't get the rewards here on the internet for what he does. Every now and then they got to pop up in a Google Hangout and be condescending towards Christians, call us stupid, treat us like we're complete and total imbeciles.
Because you are.
Yeah, it's not because you're Christian that we treat you like an imbecile. It's because you're
an idiot, G-man. You bring up this whole atheists are their own gods argument like it's a gotcha thing, and honestly, it's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard you say, and I've been watching you for at least 2 years. I can't speak for my other co-hosts. about how long they've been watching you.
I honestly hadn't heard of him till he went in on Steve McRae, like called Steve McRae a liar, and I was like, and he tried to present his evidence that Steve McRae lied, and I was like, no, Steve McRae didn't lie. Your evidence supports Steve. It doesn't support you.
Exactly. I think Steve has called him a lie because he continues saying that, oh well, Steve McRae said that you can believe in natural gods and still be an atheist. Like, no, he didn't. All I remember of that conversation is that Steve had said that that a god by definition is supernatural, and sorry, it is. At least depending on what dictionary you read.
They're not imbeciles, and we'll get to that a little bit later in this video. But they do that. They try to make you feel bad. They want you to have low self-esteem. They want you to think that you have no self-worth. They want you to believe that you're a nothing, a nobody, a peon, a micro nothing of life. So that I'm probably wasting my time on the internet. I appreciate these people.
Gman, I don't know how many times you, in response videos to atheists, you have gone out to their subscriber base. Multiple times. So once again, this is what's that saying goes? The pot calling the kettle black.
And maybe, just maybe, if you would stop taking criticism so personally and start learning a few things, you might not feel so small and stupid. You'd start learning and start getting I don't know. Like I said, when you asked me what my opinion was, I don't think he can learn.
Yeah, and here's a more constructive criticism. Stop thinking that you're some heavyweight in the Christian community, because you're not. Okay, you're low-hanging fruit, and you'll always be low-hanging fruit, at least as far as I'm concerned.
That's off my feed. Let me just delete the YouTube channel. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you to delete your YouTube channel. Nothing would please the atheist community more than to see true empiricism delete his channel and leave YouTube. Nothing would please the atheist community more than to see Antonio delete his YouTube channel and leave. But remember,
G-Man, stop trying to speak for us, please. I don't care what your friends do, okay? I don't. Okay, I mean, quite frankly, their videos give me more content. So, you know what? I'm saying this very publicly. I hope True Empiricism and Antonio doesn't leave, because they give me content. Good content, too. I can prove how dumb they are.
Now, I hope Brother Antonio's watching this. Remember, Antonio, what I told you in that Google Hangout. They're going to appear nice to you in the beginning. Or I'd rather come to your room, Antonio. Remember that? I would rather come to your room, Antonio, than go to G-Man's room. I would rather interact with you, Antonio, than deal with true empiricism. And I told Antonio live in person that this was nothing more but divide and conquer. All the little tactics that they would. And lo and behold, it's true, because at the end of the year, we know what he's going to win. We already know it because it's part of their plan to get him to quit.
Okay, well, maybe he wouldn't be winning that award if he didn't make a video, and I quote, that Antonio Fletcher, who is a pro-lifer, does believe that women who get abortions should be treated like murderers. Yeah, that's dumb. But he deserves that award for that. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Hog Tie Champ in the chat here. He said, oh, I didn't know this, but according to Hog Tie here, G-Man insisted that JD King close his channel. I did not know that. And apparently he told Hog Tie twice that he closed his channel. So once again, there's more hypocrisy. Thank you, Hog Tie.
Antonio's not going to quit. True empiricism's not going to quit, especially not for the antics that you guys that the atheist community is putting out there and whatnot. Jason Burns, however, did leave YouTube because of the atheist community. They put too much pressure on him. They kept teasing him. They kept mocking him. They kept ridiculing him. And he just left YouTube.
I don't know who this is.
I threatened to leave a couple of times. I thought about leaving a couple of times. They burned me out, so I took several breaks. And many Christians won't even open up a YouTube account because of these people here on the internet, because you can't even do a live stream without a bunch of atheists just being disrespectful in the live stream, because they want that freedom of speech. But I know on my YouTube channel, I don't know about Antonio and True and some of these other people, I'm making changes to stop that from happening on my YouTube channel, because I'm learning who the bad seeds are, and I'm just blocking them now. I don't want them watching them. I recently unblocked a lot of people, but then I blocked some people. Last night, my channel was sniped by Seth, and Seth got blocked because of that. I'm going to make it possible so that suspicious people don't even get the opportunity to come into my hangouts no more.
Okay, well, I would have to agree with Gman there. Sniping is a problem that Google needs to fix. But other than that, I mean, it's not really our fault that you're not well liked. Sorry.
And do that no more, even if they're using a sock account. So, not to mention, I'm going to start utilizing my Skype very hard again soon, where the only way you can get a link if you're on my Skype and actually know who you are. But these schoolyard bullying tactics of name calling and jumping people, like literally, when you go into these atheist rooms, sometimes you have 5 people talking to one person. Think about it. I didn't go to college. I don't have a college degree.
Oh, now he admits it. He admits it. Now, there was this just today, literally, like not 20 minutes ago, there's this thing in Google Plus saying, does Gman have a degree or not have a degree? Because he said he has a degree in the past. So there's another lie right there.
The only thing I've heard G-Man say is that he went to school for computer programming. That's all I've heard him say.
No, he apparently had a degree in nutrition.
Huh. Okay, well, I don't know about that. But more to the point, I've seen his hangouts, and the second an atheist enters it, him and his friends are all over them. So once again, more hypocrisy. More the pot calling the kettle black. Okay, this is what I can't stand about G-Man. He loves holding atheists to a standard that he doesn't want to hold himself to, or his friends for that matter.
Oh, of course, he's not going to do that.
I don't.
Oh, yeah. Well, by the way, it's not just him. I've seen True and Pearson do it. Even Antonio, as respectful as he is, I've seen that happen even in Antonio Fletcher's hangouts.
I don't know about these people. There's something else.
I have a college degree. I did 1 year of college, just 1 year. I don't have a college degree, but I'm pretty confident about what I believe and what I know. There are 8 other people in there who claim they graduated college. That means they have a higher education than I do. Why do they feel the need to have 5 of them jump a so-called uneducated person? Because they know I'm not uneducated. They know I'm very educated, and they know that I can handle them in their own rooms. That is why they do it.
You don't handle yourself very well, sir. And at least in my experience, you're not that intelligent. Oh, we finally have a female in the room.
Heretic woman, hello.
You're muted.
I said, sorry I'm late to the party. Had a family thing going on.
Oh,
okay.
Hey, do not apologize.
Well, I'm Canadian. I can't help it. Hello.
Oh, use that as an excuse.
Always.
Sure.
Yes.
I do want to say this for the chat though. To anyone interested, the link to this hangout is on Google Plus. I did post it in the Great Debate community thing there. So if anyone wants to join this hangout, the link is on Google Plus.
Cool.
So what's the temperature where you're at, Heretic Woman?
Last I checked, it was hovering around 0, and there was
centigrade or Fahrenheit.
There is only one temperature, Dave.
Oh, so centigrade, got it.
There's temperature, and then there's that fake American shit. Well, British shit because I think they use it too. But yeah.
Yeah, British use imperial, and aren't you like a Commonwealth of Great Britain?
I am, yes.
So shouldn't you be using Fahrenheit? Anyway.
No.
Actually, I agree. Everybody should be using.
Yeah, it's
metric.
34 degrees where I'm at. Sorry, 24 degrees. Sorry.
What, 24?
Yeah, 24 degrees. I'm in Vermont, remember?
So you're way colder than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Vermont is colder than.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, because I'm like at 33. It says 1 degree right now. So
It's 64 here.
yeah,
damn.
well, I think where I specifically live at in Vermont, I'm like 2 hours away from the Canadian border.
It's 40
Yeah.
degrees where I live.
See, that's hoodie weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday it got up to like 58, so.
Yeah, that's shorts weather.
64
not
degrees.
quite.
64 degrees at night is shorts weather here in Florida still.
So Heretic
Well,
Woman,
yeah, down in Florida.
Yeah.
so Heretic Woman,
Yeah.
According to Gman,
Yes.
us atheist YouTubers want Christians to leave YouTube forever.
No, what would we have to make fun of then?
That's what I said. I said I don't want you to leave.
Well, okay, there's flat earthers, but they're kind of obnoxious.
And easy to a few, but still. I mean,
Yeah, no.
at least reviewing Gman is entertaining.
They can say their shit all they want. I don't really care. I just, like we've got lots of them to choose from. Why would we want them to go?
I know.
But it's a schoolyard bullying tactic. It's kind of like you got your son or your daughter and they're going to school, right? And they want to excel in their grades and they want to focus on school. But you got these kids that are constantly in school, picking on this one person. It's never just one person, but it's like a one-on-one fight. It's usually like 10 of them. You know what I mean? The leader and all the people that's following the bully. And then there's like you. And you're supposed to stand up to like all 10 of those people, unless you're smart and you go after the leader, beat him down, and then the rest of them know to leave you alone, which is what I do on YouTube on a regular basis. I go straight after Matt Dillahunty. I prove he's a bully and a punk. Nobody brings those dumb arguments.
What?
What the fuck? Really? You really want to go down that road, G-Man?
First of all, he'd eat you before breakfast.
Yes.
And, well, actually...
He's Matt Dillahunty's midnight snack.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he'd eat him before breakfast and shit him out before lunch.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Heretic Woman.
Realistically, though, he's the snack that Matt would probably say, no thanks, I had enough.
No, I have a better one. He's the snack that Matt Dillahunty picks up, looks at it and says, "Oh my god, this is expired."
Yeah. Yes.
He's the stale midnight cookies you left out for Santa.
Last year. Mother keeps them in the cupboard and just brings them out every year on Christmas Eve. It's the same cookies.
Now, I've seen like both interactions he's had with Matt, and every time he's done the same thing. Every time he claims that, at least when it came to the slavery argument, he claims that you can only beat your slave if they break one of the Mosaic laws. First of all, that's not in there. And secondly, Matt asked him numerous times to show where that's at in the Bible, and G-Man couldn't do it.
It's not, because it's not.
Exactly. And by the way, even if that was true, the Mosaic law, as Matt rightly pointed out twice, the Mosaic law only applies to Jews, not non-Jews.
Exactly.
Arguments on my YouTube channel and the story. You know what I mean? I can't remember the last time an atheist came on my channel. I'm more moral than God. Nobody's dumb enough to come on my channel and say no dumbass like that.
Where's Skylar Fiction when you need him?
They still do. What are you talking about?
I was going to say I would.
I know I would too. Because guess what, G-Man? If your God does exist, his morality is subjective. And according to you, this is your words, if morality is just based on opinion, it doesn't mean anything. That's not my words, that's your words, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I did to Dillahunty, you know what I'll do to you. So
Is that a threat or a promise?
What did you do to Dillahunty?
Made him laugh hysterically, perhaps.
Wasted his time.
I mean, did you have a third encounter we don't know about, sir?
Ooh.
But this is what
He keeps a blow-up mat in the closet.
Yeah, right.
Dumb encounters of the idiot kind.
You're trying to focus in school and do good on your grades and everything and whatnot, right? You're trying to excel. You're trying to do good, and then you have these 10 people pushing you, doing all this. You're trying to walk away, trying not to push them back. You get beat up by 10 people. Go to school, trying to focus on. Then you get suspended because you punch one of them. Then when you walk outside, 10 of them beat you up.
You know, I'm 26 years old. Going to be 27 in March, excuse me. I don't know my own birthday, but I didn't go to high school not that long ago, and I remember the Christians being the bullies, especially the Christian athletes. Is that just my experience, or does anyone else have that experience as well?
Well, I was one of the Christians at that time, so I don't know.
I had that experience in 4th and 5th grade where I went to a Catholic school and I was bullied every day.
I was bullied quite a bit in high school, and not so much in high school, but junior high and grade school rather. And like even in middle school, like I was like just some really nasty people. And I'm pretty sure they were Christians.
Well, the ones I remember were, because it was just grade school for me, mainly because my mom was a teacher in the school, so the teacher's kid.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not saying that atheists as kids can't be dicks, because I'm sure some of them are, but to sit there and act like that's the majority of the time, it's not. Gary, what are you doing?
That's bullshit.
You know what? I better not say his real name because he might flag my channel for supposed doc dropping.
Everybody knows his name because he said it himself.
Yeah, he made it public.
At some point, the one person is going to lose. He's gonna set his beliefs aside for a moment. He's gonna pick up a 2x4 and he's gonna bash your head. At some point. Because if you push a person enough, that is what's going to happen.
Yeah, get to a point.
In the case of YouTube, and when that happens, they stop bullying you now. They start treating you with a little respect because they know that you can handle yourself. Let's translate that into YouTube terms. You got all these people attacking you. Okay. If you guys don't want to be fair and give me a one-on-one, block, mute you, get out, kick you out, get out, goodbye.
Wait, stop. Don't want to give you a one-on-one? You've been given one-on-ones I don't know how many times, and it's been proven over and over again that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, especially when it comes to science, let alone the Bible.
Yeah. And you don't actually have a reasoned conversation with anybody. Like, you don't actually talk reasonably. You don't have a conversation. You don't stop talking. And when somebody actually tries to have a rebuttal, you get upset and talk over them.
Yeah, and just for quick, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Hogtie Champ to my channel. This is, I think, the first time he's been on my channel. How's it going, buddy?
I think it is the first time, and it'll actually be kind of a short visit. I'm in a place that's kind of noisy and actually need to go into an even more noisy place, so apologize for the sound quality. But I got to say, this is a fun one you picked, because this is one of those Gman videos where you go, wow, you got a couple of things wrong. No, he's wrong in everything he says in this one. I really picked up on your point there about the he's trying to get everybody to close their everybody's trying to get the Christians to close their channels and be quiet about their faith and leave YouTube. And like, nothing could be further from the truth. There have been so many non-believers that have helped, like back in the days when false flagging and false DMCAs got to be a thing. It was non-believers that figured out like how to protect our channels, and we were right in there with the when Gear Up and the Atheist Antidote and all these other people were getting false flagged. We were the ones in there helping them.
Exactly.
And in terms of trying to get someone to close their channel, so I know you said this on air, but I thought I heard you say, that I thought I heard you say, I don't think you meant this, but that JD had closed his channel, and that wasn't what I was trying to say in the comments there.
Oh, no.
Gman.
I was saying what you were saying in the chat, that Gman had threatened to get JD Kane's channel closed. I know it's not closed. I'm subscribed to JD Kane.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I may have misheard what you said, but it just sounded to me like, yeah. But Gman has said that JD has to close his channel because of some bet they had that Gman feels he's won. He's twice said that I have to close my channel for whatever that's worth. It's not like I put up any content, but you know, he's the guy that says to, you know, you guys better watch out, or your channels will be closed down. You know, Steve McRae will be on YouTube. He's got all these fantasies of in their YouTube channels, and yet that's packaged with this fantastic idea that atheists are trying to get him and Antonio and True Empiricism to close their channels. Just unhinged.
Yeah.
The cray.
I mean, I've said this before. Like, G-Man has been wrong about so many things. It is getting to the point where I'm not gonna say something's even wrong anymore. I'm just gonna say it's G-Man.
Brutal.
Yeah. Well, you can add this phrase to your repertoire. I've heard you a couple times say, well, when G-Man says that's an example of the pot calling the kettle black. And yet, most of the time that he makes that mistake, it's actually a case of the pot calling the silverware black, right? Like, he's saying that we're trying to close down his channels, but he's the only one interested in closing down people's channels.
Exactly.
There was another big one in here. Oh, I can't remember what it was. It's in this video, the one you're playing through, where he comes up with this idea that these people are doing these things. Or, I mean, what the heck? Like, does he have a degree or not? Like, he's part of the posse that will claim that Fiona fakes having a degree. But by the same token, True Empiricism's done it. G-Man himself has done it. Like Tony Sean fellow who they keep introducing him as like a scientist in nuclear physics or something. He doesn't have a degree. Like, they just endorse that stuff, and yet even when an atheist with a degree has a degree, they'll say, "Oh, that person's faking having a degree." Why would you even?
Yeah.
Like Tony says in the chat, it's projection. Yeah, it's projection.
Yeah, it's projection. They're trying to make it seem like everyone else is doing what they're actually doing.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I've heard G-Man admit to, then this is just my personal experience with him, is that he has admitted that he went to college for a year. I mean, so did I. But that's all. I had no idea he admitted to, supposedly having a degree.
Well, I do think, like, he has said this on a few occasions over a few years, and I do think it is the case that he did go to college for a year. What that was in, that's unclear. It could be computers. Who knows? Nutrition. Who knows what it is? But he did in a hangout about 3 years ago on Nadia's channel. They were talking about sort of how their lives have gone, and he mentioned, "Oh yeah, I went to college for a year, but then I left. But I can go back." They said, "Oh, I can go back anytime I want to." And, I did very well, and he kind of goes on about his 1 year of college. And then he complains about people with degrees. Then this summer, weirdly, he's mentioned something about, well, if I had a degree, I wouldn't tell people. You guys don't know, maybe I do have a degree. And then about a month after that, he's doing this video where he's on Jade's case about, I think it was around the whole GMO time. If you look at a video he made directed at Jade around his GMO bizarreness with Dragnut, he says, Jade, you were smart, you do good research or whatever, but look, I have a degree in nutrition. What? And you're not going to beat me on this topic. And everybody went, what the fuck? Why does he say he has a degree now?
What's a dude with a degree in nutrition doing working in a hardware store?
Well, hey, now that happens. That's a real thing, right? That happens to people. There's,
it does, but I mean, he doesn't.
That have useless degrees.
He doesn't exhibit any indication that he actually knows anything about anything.
That's the more critical thing, right? Is that when he doesn't know what a nutrient is, to me that casts some real doubts on his degree in nutrition. Right? Like, you listen to him talk about nutrients, and he, what is this thing about how Americans aren't getting enough nutrients, and like they eat junk food, and junk food when somebody asked him what he meant by junk food, he said, well, it contains like literally no nutrients. failing to realize that sugar is all sugars are nutrients. That is, all digestible
Yeah.
sugars are nutrients. All fats are nutrients. Again, only the digestible fats. So, for example, cholesterol wouldn't be considered a nutrient. But when you eat a sack of potato chips, you're getting a lot of nutrients, starches and whatnot. So he doesn't even know what the definition of a nutrient is, and yet he's saying that he has a degree in nutrition. That, to me, that casts some real doubt on it.
Yeah.
You know.
Looks like MP is back.
Hey, MP.
Yeah, hey, what's going on? My daughter woke up, so I had to deal with that. Oh my
Oh,
god.
no problem.
This is why I have cats and not children.
Meow.
Yeah, I have both, and it just never ends. You're cleaning up puke and shit all the time.
Yeah, that's why I figured cats barf all over the place enough. I don't need a child to go with that.
I had to put mine down a couple weeks ago.
Mm.
Your children?
sorry.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
my cat.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
No, I had to
We-
put my
Clarify.
cat down. I had to
Yeah,
put my
we-
cat down like 3 years ago, and that was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do.
Yeah,
lost-
it's tough.
We lost 2 this year, actually, so it sucks. Although we had to put one down and the other one went on his own.
Yeah.
Which I was
And it's
kinda
like with cats. Cats, when they go, they don't go like slow. They just like all of a sudden one day you
Oh,
wake
yeah.
up and they are just
Yeah.
like gone.
Yep. Ours were 19 and 20. So
When I
they-
was-
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. My audio crashed.
When I was
That's
little,
okay.
we had a childhood pet it was a cat named Snoopy, ironically.
Yeah.
Parents had a sense of humor. It was a calico cat. And we lived in the city of Colorado Springs. And then we moved out into a suburban area named Black Forest. And it's suburbia. It's not ranches or anything, but they're larger plots of land, like 3.5 acres, basically. And of course, we let the cat outside to do its business, and
No.
I don't think the cat was well suited to the country area. One night we let it out and it never came back, and we found bits of its fur several days later.
Ooh, that's
So,
not good.
It was a tough loss because I was about 7 or 8 at the time, and that's like the first time I ever lost a pet. And
Yeah, that's not fun.
It was rough on me, and
Let's
the
get the
reality
news,
of dealing with death at that point was.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine
no
had
problem.
kidney disease.
Oh, yeah. Hogtie had to go.
Oh yeah, just again, sorry about that. For some reason, my audio crashed, and when it does, I know you guys can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps doing that every time I open up a fucking tab. Need to get a new goddamn computer.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Back to
They
Mr.
whine and cry and
Goofball.
complain about it because they know a 1-on-1. A 1-on-1 isn't fair for them. Believe it or not, 3-on-1 is not even fair for them. You put me in a room, for example, with Peasy Myers, King Crocodile, and let's say Dragnet, right? Or Aaron Rock can't debate. So, matter of fact, let me pick somebody.
wait. What? What? Who do you think you are, dude?
I don't think he knows what debate means.
No, I find it funny that he thinks he's like the Christian version of Bruce Lee or something.
And to be fair, Dragnet has been nothing but gracious to him in the debate room.
Yeah.
He's moderated completely fairly when it comes to that stuff, as has Steve McRae when it comes to being the moderator in a debate.
Yeah. No, I'm just like, oh well, 1-on-1, no one's a match for me, dude. You've been on more times than I have fingers and toes. Are you serious right now? I could beat you in a debate, and I'm not much of a debater, and I have an IQ of 85.
I don't know if he even knows what debating really is. I think he
don't
just
think
thinks
he does.
debating is having a conversation, screaming at somebody, and as long as he got the last word in, then he's won the debate. I don't think he understands the
I don't
concept.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right, MP. I think he's just got this. It's this competition.
Like somebody might even know something about evolution. Wow, Okay, Isaiah, let's say take them three and whatnot. You put them in a room against me. And notice, I'm not talking about Neff no more. I'm not talking about true empiricism no more. Those three guys against me, G-Man. It's not fair for them. It's very fair for me.
Says who?
It's actually kind of even if you think about it, though.
Okay, once again, you're not the heavyweight you think you are, dude. Who the fuck are you kidding? I mean, you know what? If I could take a trip to anywhere, I've changed my mind officially. If I could take a trip to anywhere, it would be the mind of G-Man, just to see what the hell is in there.
Yeah, if they ever create the Total Recall universe, you can, pay to go on G-Man vacation.
In fact, I would go so far as to say I think G-Man's mind is would be literally hell on earth.
That'd be a roller
Probably.
coaster ride.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's in here ignoring everybody.
I'm not sure they have I don't know. They just blocked you, whoever they are. Oh, and then
They just blocked me.
they're jerking.
I wonder if this
Okay.
kid's trying to screw us around.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
Can you hear us?
There we go.
I can hear you.
There we
Can
go.
everybody hear me?
Your penis is gone.
Oh wait, I want to make sure nothing bad's going on. I mean, you guys can hear me. We can all hear each other.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, that guy
Yes.
wasn't presented, right?
I just want to make sure I'm not getting fucking sniped. I mean, I know I have a stock account, but still.
Yeah. No, actually, I don't think he was presented. No.
No, he was presented. It's just that he wasn't fucking talking. It was just a head.
I
Well,
think
no,
he
it wasn't. Dude, it wasn't a head by the time he left. Well, at least not that head.
Do you have
Yeah,
cameraman
attempt
on?
at a porn bomb.
Yeah. I'm looking, going, it ain't that impressive, buddy.
Hey, not to go put on cam.
Yeah.
I've seen bigger. Anyway,
Hell yeah.
Because they can't think for themselves. And they feed off of each other.
whatever.
You understand what I'm saying?
No.
So, this community of bullies are jumping us Christians right now.
Oh, that's him. Okay.
You're like, who's on the phone?
That is not true.
Hello.
No. Okay, and maybe not. I'm not the person to do this, but Scholar Fiction posts videos of things you exactly fucking say. That's not. Oh, it's, wow.
In order to get us depressed so that we can quit YouTube. I'll be right back.
I was gonna say, answer your goddamn phone, buddy.
Like, let me actually go do some work.
Oh, there was someone here for a sec.
You said earlier you'd want to go to his mind. You see my avatar, right? It's Jennifer
Yeah.
Lopez from The Cell. You've seen that movie,
Yep.
right? I think his mind would be worse than Starter's.
You know, this is not very professional, Gary.
Well, somebody.
It's
Oh,
not.
I
I
was
remember that
I
movie.
was talking to Steve about it, and he said that his boss knows that he stands in the back making these videos all the time.
Apologize
and they
about
don't
that,
care.
guys. I'm at work. So, the atheist community wants you to quit, and they want you to delete your
No.
accounts because, they want. I mean, but then again, like I said, this shouldn't be something that's going to surprise a whole lot of you. Obviously, they're a competing religion with Christianity, and they want to win as many people to their cause as possible.
Oh God, stop! We're not a fucking
Mhm.
religion, you moron.
This guy, I swear to God, he's something else.
God damn it!
Yep.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
you.
I can't hear you guys. Sorry, excuse me 1 second.
That's gonna be frustrating.
Could everybody hear me okay?
Yeah,
Yep.
we can hear
You're
you.
fine. Yep.
Does someone else in
Okay.
here have mods, just in case?
Because
No, I don't think he knows how to do that. Hey,
Okay.
Ranger, you should
Yeah.
appoint a mod in case you have to bow out and.
Oh, well, you managed to teach me how to do that.
Go to the control room?
Yeah, it's in the
Control room?
control room.
Okay, control room. do. Share controls. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do share controls with Heretic Woman
Ah, thank you.
and David as well.
Oh my gosh. You trust me.
There we go. So then
Yeah,
if
then I'm
some
going to the moderators.
so if we see any more dicks popping up, we can nuke them.
Well, thank you.
Especially-
Or people trying
it's
to
funny.
be legit people like MP.
That's true,
Yeah.
right? You know, it's funny. My wife, my wife was watching us watch Gman's video, and she's like, "I've seen it all. You're in a hangout watching another hangout." I'm like, "Yeah, but this is what we
And
do."
his isn't really a hangout though. It's just a video. There's a difference.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
It's probably not gonna be that much longer because it's 10:30 where I'm at, and I have to get up to go to work at 7.
Dude. What other
And for
stupidity does he have to say?
Well, hopefully my audio won't freaking crash again.
Let her rip.
I find it mind-boggling that a Christian would give up his hope and his faith to ultimately believe that they're going to be fertilizer when they die. Because really, that's what the atheist community is offering you. They're offering you to believe that you're going to be fertilizer when you die.
Okay, well, unless you have evidence to the contrary, yes, that's what we're going to believe, that this is the only life we have.
It makes me laugh. They always think that you're supposed to offer something in return. It's like, no, life doesn't work that way. Just your fairy tales do.
Yeah, it's not really my job to give you hope. That's kind of your job.
Yeah, you're supposed to figure that shit out yourself.
Yeah.
They don't want you walking by faith. Well, actually, they don't want you acknowledging with your mouth.
Okay, I know that one's supposed to sound sexual, but yeah.
You know, if
Don't
God was
acknowledge
here
what
with
you're
us
now.
here right now, I'm sure he would make some kind of dick joke with that.
I'm like, hey, G-Man, your fan just left the hangout. I think that's who you were wanting to talk to.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You should get John Gleason in here.
That you have faith. What they want you to do is lie, like they do, and say that you're an epistovist who doesn't live his life on faith.
We don't.
There isn't one. And guys, I am not exaggerating. There's not one atheist here on the internet that can be in a room with me for 10 minutes and prove that they're an epistovist.
I can easily prove that to you, sir. And I think others have as well, if I'm not mistaken. I forget a certain YouTuber you talk to even proved that to you, sir. Just wow. Yeah, you know what? I'm done with this fool. Nope. Wrong button.
Prove you're an epistovist? Like,
yeah.
I'm not sure what he means by that. Like,
he's saying, prove to him that you don't, go through life without using faith, which is kind of confusing because, as we all know, there are several definitions of the word faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to use a false equivalency there. It's like, do I have faith that the sun's going to rise tomorrow? Yes, I have that kind of faith because I've seen it happen.
But that's conflating faith with confidence.
Right.
And they're not necessarily the same thing.
I don't have blind faith in things without evidence. I literally don't. Like,
if I had never seen the sunset, or if I had never seen the sunrise, I might be worried that when it goes away and it turns into dark, I might be concerned it might not come back because I don't know. I don't have any basis of evidence to indicate what's going to happen to the sun.
Conversely, I have no reason to believe in Russell's teapot. So
yep.
No, G-Man in my opinion, Gman's kind of a Ray Comfort ripoff, but I think he likes to do what Ray Comfort always does. Oh well, do you have faith that your wife's not going to cheat on you? I'm like, well, yeah. I usually trying to go like that kind of faith instead of the religious faith that he uses. So I mean, I think, and this is just my personal opinion, but I think we non-believers should be more specific when we say we don't use faith. We should start saying we don't use religious sense of faith.
We don't use faith without evidence.
Exactly. Well, as always, I'm going to do my usual shout out here. David, would you like to plug something or your channel?
Well, I'm pretty much well and done testing with my channel. The only thing left to do is get my channel partner set up in Colorado. I'm still waiting for him to contact his provider to see if I don't know what the details are with Sprint and tethering off of his phone because he's out in Egypt. He really is.
Oh,
Jeez.
damn.
The internet sucks out there, and his phone is really good as far as connectivity goes. But the problem is with tethering, of course, they cap you.
Mhm.
So we might have to limit our shows until we can get him a better connection. Because I want to send him my laptop for the purposes of the show because the camera on his phone absolutely sucks. So I've got an old laptop. It's a $400 Walmart special. But the channel is Booleaninator, and the show is going to be called Prove It. And it is going to basically be like a street epistemology version of pseudoscience. So we're going to take pseudoscience and basically debunk it on a experimental basis. So starting with flat Earth, we're going to take Eratosthenes' experiment. I'm going to have him go to Lowe's, and I'm going to go to Home Depot up the street here in St. Petersburg. He's going to go to Lowe's in Colorado Springs. We're going to buy different yardsticks. We're going to measure angles with different protractors, and we're going to do the math and prove that the Earth is round.
Excellent. You should invite Tex on.
Yeah.
Well, I might provide my results to Red's Rhetoric and Rhetoric and Discourse and a couple other channels and get them involved because this is kind of personal for me. I've had some friends in the past that have kind of come to me with this. Oh, I don't believe the Earth is round all of a sudden, and it's like I feel like I've lost friends because of it because it's just such a ridiculous claim. It's like where do you get that idea? Yeah. Where does that come from? How do you, well, I feel like something's wrong and people tell me that. I'm like, I can't have this discussion with you. It's just become so ludicrous. I've tried arguing with them. I've tried convincing them. It's just like, I'd rather you died than go down the path of stupid because at least if you died, I would know there's them. I would have closure,
Yeah.
So I want to do something to kind of like say, hey, see, we've actually done it ourselves. We didn't rely on NASA to tell us it was right.
There you go.
All right, Heretic Woman, you next.
Well, of course, I'm on Beyond the Trailer Park every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and the Spreaker and all that fun stuff. And this week we are talking to our friend Pete Griffiths, who is an ex-Scientologist out in Ireland. And we're going to talk about some of the developments going on in the fight against Scientology. So that'll be fun. And of course, I'm on Holy Crap, the Vlogcast, which starts in about an hour and a half on holycrapthevlogcast.com on their YouTube channel. And we just going to talk about, I forget what the topic is tonight, but hosted by Shujin Tribble. We're a panel and we talk about all kinds of secular stuff. And I do have another show in the works. So, yeah,
oh, nice.
I do.
I hope yours truly can make an appearance on that new show.
Well, right now it's just going to be me. I'm open to guests in the future, but it's called Full Quranic, and I am going to read the Quran so you don't have to.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
lost inside and looked
I
at that
just
book.
exactly. Well, it's horribly boring. I've tried reading it just like on my own and it sucks. So I figure if I put the effort into recording it and reading it out loud, at least it'll be marginally more entertaining for me and hopefully somewhat more entertaining for other people. Because
Yeah.
it's important information to know, but who wants to slog through that shit on your own?
Yeah, that's why I got the I think it's the Quran skeptic Bible thing.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
skeptic a noted Quran. Thank you.
Yes. That's a good resource for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go through and read it. And I'm actually going to read it in the order that it was claimed to have been revealed, because the way that you get it is not in chronological order. They mixed all the verses up like from longest to shortest or some shit. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I did have one more thing I wanted to plug here too.
Go ahead.
As some of you may have known today, Genetically Modified Skeptic had his 10,000 subscriber charity
cool.
live stream for Secular Rescue, which is a charity for the rescue of atheists, and specifically, and not necessarily Islamic people of other faiths in the Middle East. So this is for people who really are in mortal danger in the Middle East, so that are trying to get out. And
That's awesome.
the Richard Dawkins Foundation has actually agreed to match donations up to $250,000. So if we can come up with, on this GoFundMe account that I've posted into the side chat at Atheist Ranger, if you could post that into the outside chat for me.
Sure.
Or just in the video notes when you're done.
Yeah,
Either
no
or. Yeah, that's probably better to put it in the notes, because those watching can always go to that GoFundMe, and the Richard Dawkins will match donations, and
That's awesome.
they're already at $1,400 at this point. So that's $2,800 that which is enough to get about one person out of that place, which is
amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's really awesome. And they had people. Alex O'Connor has donated. That's Cosmic Skeptic, and there's been a whole bunch of other people donate. So
fantastic.
It's working, but we'd like to get some more people out. And they had some really good big names as far as YouTube channels out there. They had Rachel Oates, Holy Kool-Aid. So if you want to go watch that stream later, you can. I suggest it's a really good watch. So
yeah, I mean, I was working today, that's why I couldn't attend. Matt, I mean, I know you don't produce any content, but would you like to plug something? Matt, you muted.
No, he said be right back.
Like, I guess he's not back.
10 minutes ago, so I guess he's not back.
Oh, then crap. He's going to be disappointed when he gets... Oh,
I was going to say...
I'm right here. Sorry, I'm on the phone right now. What were you asking me?
I said, I mean, I know you don't have any content, but do you have something you want to plug?
Nothing right now.
Okay, cool. Well, then I guess I would have to wrap this up. I have been your host, Atheist Ranger. If you like what you saw here tonight, like, comment, and subscribe. Help me get over that 300 mark. And as I said earlier, and I'm going to say this at the end of every show or response video, I do have a Patreon. If you go on to patreon.com/atheist-ranger, I've had that set up for quite a bit of time. And if you go on there, there are rewards depending on what you donate. The only Patreon I have, the only patron I have right now is David, which thank you for that. And yeah, that's always like, comment, subscribe. Y'all have a good night.